Greetings, abnormalities! So today is National Look Up at the Sky Day, apparently. That's a new thing I learned, so let's go do that. It's a ceiling, okay. Now I get that everyone's been like, yay! Weird holidays! Oh my god, this is so interesting! Like, apparently my birthday is National Eggs Benedict Day, which is, by the way, on Tuesday. Oh my god, aging! But I decided that I would take a bit more of a serious approach to this week's theme and tell you stuff that I wrote down on here. And I may get a bit iffy during this video, but I want to get across some, oh god, this is going to sound so cliche, some important messages. Because they are important, but, just words leaving here, okay? Now the idea of this week's theme was we were supposed to talk about some strange holidays that we support or that we celebrate. I've got some stories from holidays that I celebrate. Alright, I'm gonna just jump into it. Okay. September the 10th is National Suicide Awareness Day. This is cheery. Yeah. Obviously, it's never good. It's a horrible thing to talk about. I'm not going to elaborate on the actual day itself and what it's about, because you all know what it's about. There are plenty of videos where you can come find this. I'm just talking about the day itself here, because otherwise this will get a lot more upsetting than it already can be. September the 10th was 3 days after I went back to school this year, you know, like first day back. And you were supposed to write love on your wrist, which is something that I obviously did. No one else did it. But I wrote love on my wrist, and not only did people ask me what it's for, fine, go ahead, it's awareness day, I'm gonna want to tell people, and I did tell people, and they just went, what, you're an emo then? I'm like, no, it's supporting people who have trouble with suicide and suicidal thoughts. And they went, well, so you promote suicide then? Like, no, I'm not. Like, well, why telling everyone about it then? Like, because it's a serious issue that a lot of people seem to neglect, and clearly you're one of them. Fine, people didn't need to go along with it as long as they didn't cause any hassle, which for most of the day they didn't, because we got long sleeve jumpers at school and you couldn't always see it. It was just like, oh, slip. But then 3 days later, something really bugged me. This is the internet, you can like whoever you want. I'm not going to get down you for your music choices. On September the 13th, that's Niall Horan's birthday. And I only know this because not one, not two, but no less than 10 people had written Irish on their wrists for a member of One Direction's birthday. It made me feel a bit like I'm surrounded by people who have some messed up priorities. I'm not judging the people, it's just, that is a bit, I'm normally good about talking about what I'm thinking to a camera, but I'm trying to make this fun for you guys, which isn't happening. Okay. And then I've got a similar story, which happened on a day which a lot of people get mixed up and like, well, why don't you just mix it one day? Because they are different problems. They're related, but they are different problems. There's National Depression and Self-Harm Awareness Day, which is the 1st of March. 1st of March wasn't long ago, and you are supposed to, again, write something on your arms or your wrists or whatever, wherever you want to, which I really like because it helps get the message across. I did not only do it in pen, I did it in CD marker. This stuff lasts forever. I'm convinced that I only just got the last bit off like a couple days ago. Stay strong, you see that? Oh, it's smudged. No, it's smudged. And keep fighting. Now, due to what happened on the 10th of September, I was really like, okay, you people don't need to listen to me, you just need to accept that it's a problem. I'm not going to shove my thoughts down anyone's throats. I'm a very strong believer in do what you like, just don't let it affect anyone else. But it's an awareness day, so I wanted to tell people. I let people know what's happening. I actually got some people writing it on their hands during English, which I thought was really cool. Obviously, during English, like, it's still words. Teacher can't completely writing words. Words is English. If it was another language, fair enough, but no, it was English. I felt really, really glad about that. But then, yet again, I got people saying, emo, you're right, you're not promoting self-harm, are you? I've also had people just yelling at me in the street, oi, die, emo! Like, beep word, can't say that on here. I've got a previously known as friend, who wasn't for this reason, for a bunch of reasons, but this definitely didn't help her. She said a lot of things on this topic, like, it was on these days that I never mentioned it. She asked, like, oh, what's that on your arms? And I explained. And then she said stuff like, why are you doing that? Because she gets really, really involved in arguments. She says there are debates. No, they're arguments. Like, I'm sorry, aggressive. Don't want to do that. Hypocrite much. And she'd say stuff along the lines of, depression can only affect people with problems. You have none. Like, first of all, you have no idea what people are going through. You can never know what's going on in someone's head. They can tell you, they can try to tell you as much as you want. If they're really good at communicating, maybe you could get some sense of empathy, but you'll never know what they're feeling. And then you'll hear things like, stop overreacting. Well, that's horrible. You can't tell someone to stop overreacting. Not only does this person probably feel like they're being an inconvenience, by saying stop overreacting, you make it feel like it's totally unfounded and they're being annoying because you want them to stop. So you brought it on yourself, you know. That's the worst thing you can ever say to someone who's got problems with that, because they already know it. They know full well, like, even if it's not true, that in their brain they're like, it's my problem, it's my fault, I know I did. It could be true. It could have been something that initially they started, which I'm very unlikely ever happens. But people don't deserve to feel that way ever. Like, obviously, if they've done something wrong, fine, bit of a punishment, go ahead. But there is a point where it goes too far, and you need to learn the effect you've had on people. Okay, I want to stop now. I'm going to stop now because not only is it getting very old to talk about, I think I'm running out of memory. Ow. Sorry I was very inanimate in this vlog. It's going to be murder to edit. And I would just like to say, there is a campaign you're probably all aware of, well not all, but probably a lot of you are aware of, called Cupcake Not Wrist, which is set up by Bri O'Reilly, as I believe is his new name. It helps give money to charities that help these people who have mental problems and therapy, and it's really good. I want to support them, so I'm gonna try to donate to them in the future. So all those people are like, guys, you just supporting all this self-harm and suicide, like you being such an emo. No, National Emo Day is the 19th of December, and like, oh fine, you're a goth then. No, I think if I'm World Goth Day is 22nd of May. So, bye guys, and don't forget to break up your week.